For as long as I can remember, I have been raised as TB Joshua's daughter.
I knew the child, Ajoke, right from birth.
She's his actual daughter, his biological daughter, with another woman outside of wedlock.
He doesn't seem to like her very much. She was like kind of labeled the black sheep of the family.
I was in primary school, was made to move to the disciples' room. I didn't volunteer to be a disciple, I was made to join.
Ajoke grew inside the synagogue, like an outcast.
I think he wanted to keep her a secret. I don't think he wanted anyone to know who she was.
Here comes the video of Prophet TB Joshua of Synagogue of Nigeria. So guys, the video is out by BBC and a lot of testimonies were made against him. You know, a lot of things were exposed, a lot of secrets were exposed. And my question is to those who are saying that it was all a lie being cooked against him, that it's all a propaganda. I want to ask you guys a question. Could his own daughter be lying against him as well? His own flesh and blood, his own biological daughter? Because she's also in this testimony, she's in this video testifying against her own father, guys, alongside other apostles too that have spent so many years working with him. Some are from America, some from the UK, some from South Africa, etc., etc., and some other Nigerians too that came out to speak about the evil that were done to them while they were working with him, how they were all kind of like imprisoned and not being able to speak or not being able to come out, and you know, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna leave you guys to listen and watch and see the truth for yourself. And at the end of this video is, if you still do not believe, then you know, a lot of people are saying that it's medicine after death, that the man is gone already. So why are people coming out to judge? Why are they coming out to speak out? Why now? That's been the question everyone is asking. And I keep telling them that this thing is not medicine after death. It's to teach others lesson, not to fall a victim. So guys, please, at the end of this video, do not forget to share, and also give us a thumbs up. Until I come again, thanks for watching. Bye.
And about mercy, it felt very strange coming from his lips. I stared myself in the mirror a lot of the times, and maybe I do look like him, maybe. For as long as I can remember, I have been raised as TB Joshua's daughter.
I knew the child, Ajoke, right from birth.
She's his actual daughter, his biological daughter, with another woman outside of wedlock.
He doesn't seem to like her very much. She was like kind of labeled the black sheep of the family.
I was in primary school, was made to move to the disciples' room. I didn't volunteer to be a disciple, I was made to join.
Ajoke grew inside the synagogue, like an outcast.
I think he wanted to keep her a secret. I don't think he wanted anyone to know who she was. The message about Ajoke was that she had terrible evil spirits that needed to be driven out. There was a time in the disciples' meetings, he said that people could beat her. Anyone in the female dormitory could just hit her, and I saw people just walking in, just slapping her as they walked past.
Ajoke, little thing, you see somebody slap her.
There was a particular time that I was very tired. I had slept a little bit too much.
So he started like shouting at her to get up, to get up, to get up. And there was another like disciple there who basically took her and took her to the shower and whipped her with an electrical cord and then turned the hot water on.
Put my head right on the hot water. I was screaming at the top of my voice, and I just let the water run on my head for a very long time. We're talking about years and years of abuse, consistent abuse that wasn't ending.
He hated her, and he punished her for being born. Her existence was probably the biggest threat to his reputation.
I couldn't even have an identity. that kind of pain cannot be put into words. I felt like, you know what, maybe I really don't deserve to be alive.
What's her fault? What has that girl done? It pains me. She was still very young that time. Can you imagine how heartless we were?
Things like that, it's scary to talk about. It's really shameful. Like that I witnessed that and I didn't do anything to help her.
Oh my goodness. She must, I don't know what she thought about the rest of us.
The disciples were both brainwashed and enablers. Everybody was just acting based on commands like zombies. Nobody was questioning anything. They were beyond fanatics. Where does your conscience come? How far can your conscience go without some form of accountability, without some form of truth? How far?
I think what's really hard to understand, even for myself, is how you can have someone who's sitting here with a sound mind now, narrating events that happened that are so atrocious, didn't do anything to stop them. Why didn't you, Ray, stop what you know what was going on? Why didn't you stop it? It was a culture, we become numb to it, it was normal. You've got people abusing who are abused. He took people who were good, caring, kind, lovely people, and he turned them into monsters.
There was a time